Introducing your co-hosts, Chedda Mike, Lil Mattress, and Dave. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit.
Good to go. We're on. Yeah.
That's right.
Welcome to the 3-piece and a biscuit,
Biscuit.
podcast.
That's right.
This is episode 19. I'm the Eggman. I am the Walrus.
The Eggman, Walrus.
I am Iron Man.
Yes.
No. Holding it down, episode 19. I got my man right here. Tell him who you are.
I'm Chedda Mike, Michael John. You can find me right there at Twitter. Shout out to the Steam It team. You know who you is. Shout out to the Google Plus team. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the world. You know what I'm saying? We come together. Project Global Awareness right here. And you know where it's at. Tell them who you is. Tell them who you is.
Whoa, Lil Mattress at Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS. Hit up this hotline, 203-941-0045. If you're listening, just tell us where you're listening from, man. Just let us know that you are listening. Call or text 203-941-0045.
That's right.
My Twitter, my Instagram, my everything at Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS.
That's right. You can find all that below because everything we talk about, the topics, leave comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We're going to shout out y'all back. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do.
You might shoot someone too.
That's right. So here we are, episode 19. We can bang DGP.
Who knows? Who knows?
Here we are, week 19. I was actually thinking about it, 19th Amendment. Anyone
Whoa.
know what it is? Ties into what just kind
Man.
of happened this weekend, right? Good appreciation. 19th Amendment gave the women the right to vote.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Shout
All
out.
right, and shout out to all the moms across the world
Mother's
because
Day.
we just had Mother's
Yes.
Day, right? So hopefully you had some good time. Took care
Feel it
of
in
your
the heart.
mom, mother's of your child, your baby's mama, your wifey,
Yes.
your honey on the side.
Yes,
Hopefully you
yes.
did.
To all the mothers, fantastic. To all your rest of you.
To all the mothers
You're,
in the place.
you're the world to all of us. Shout out to you.
Shout out to social media that had the Who Loves Their Mom the Most contest.
What happened
It's
with
still
that?
With the
going
people
on,
that,
I know.
yeah. With the people
13
that
years
will
now, I think.
write a huge paragraph of something that they would never actually say to their mom, but it's very nice.
they do,
but it's
yeah.
But
something
they
that
could have
would
did
never
it
actually say
privately and
their
gave it
mom.
to them in a letter, but
and
they
some
chose.
do. You know, hopefully they are
if,
doing it. But
Yeah. I like to speak in absolutes, even though they're wrong. But what everybody does is they write on the internet a huge message to their mother that if you just wrote that down in a card and gave it to your mother, she would weep. And she would appreciate it so much more than, listen, your mom's not on fucking line, okay? So she's not going to see the shit that you write
no,
online.
but you know what though? You know what? Okay,
If she's
so,
online, tag your mom.
Or
and
she
please.
forgot her
point-
password. She's like, I can't.
Yeah.
So how about point counterpoint then? She forgot her password. She lost her password, right?
Uh-huh.
And maybe mom forgot about the thoughtful words that you put in, and you was just like, "Yo, mom's probably gonna forget because she's getting forgetful now." So I'm gonna just post this so that way everyone else knows, you know. But I think there's a lot more people hiding behind it though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I would have to.
There's a lot of people. So
have to
just
agree.
in the future, don't be afraid of your feelings and tell your mom that you love her. You can actually do that instead of telling all your friends that you love your mom.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. See what
Just,
I did? See what I did? But
So
shout out to
And another
Mama.
weird thing, like, stop posting pictures of your mom because then everyone else just sees that
that's
they
what
want to
I'm
fuck her.
saying.
You know what I mean? It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone...
It's a privacy thing. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
mama.
Considerate of others. You know what I'm saying?
Tupac
Sometimes
love.
I had to, think about that.
And even to go in a completely other direction, like with celebrities that'll like post pictures of like naked fucking 2-year-olds, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, or of themselves, or that. Speaking of that, kind of brings over to the whole talk we were talking about with Kanye's girl, Kim, was
Kim,
talking
yeah.
trash to him about
Yeah,
pictures
she had mentioned
or
something about posting pictures inside the home or something like that. But that was the funniest. But see,
Isn't she
overall,
naked in her
funny-
bathroom posting
well,
pictures?
She's contradicting, but what's funny is that you think that you can have that conversation with your spouse as opposed to,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Was that on social media? Was that conversation on social media? Or is that from
that's
hearsay?
how.
No, that was on
that's-
social
yeah,
media.
Yeah.
So,
you
like,
can-
instead
you can
of-
like post, share the tweet. You know what I'm saying? But it's
I'm gonna
kinda-
go out on a limb and say they have each other's phone number. So now she could have probably just hit that to him on a text.
I
but
can
yeah,
see her
everything's gotta
standing
be-
right next to him and be like, "Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can just do shit like this because try to prove it." You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Because we gave him the right to vote. No,
But he's
Freedom of fingers.
nah, man. He's Lexapro'd out anyway. He's on some fucking heavy stuff.
yeah, I think he's just
going
mixed
all out.
up. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to get mixed up.
Who?
You know?
Yeezus?
Yeah.
No, like he's
Shout out to
definitely like
Yeezus if you watching.
he's definitely on
Somebody put this in his
some
hands.
SSRIs. Like he's definitely on some mood stabilizers. Like
Yeah.
that's from being on them myself in the past. Like I know exactly what he's on because like he's
on some up and
not
down.
there right now.
Yes,
Like, he's just
yes,
not
yes.
there right now.
It's all in the eyes. I know what you're saying. Like
Yep.
it's a messed up part. Sometimes you can say you could see crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of see it in the
He's
eyes.
It's
embracing
in the
it.
eyes, and like I said, if you're a black man, do not dye your hair blonde because that's boom, that's a shot
along
right
the
there.
lines
Man.
of, like,
That's
Get
the
Out.
target.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
Yeah, that's like some Get Out stuff. Actually, speaking of, we didn't put this up on the board.
That's
real
letting
quick.
everyone know, hey guys, things aren't going well right now. You know, that's it. That's just before you even come.
Y'all ready for
Caution,
crazy?
caution.
It's like
Yellow- What's that yellow light mean? You don't have to stop, but you gotta slow down just a little
like,
bit.
yeah, he's probably like doing like the Joker smile, like you know,
right.
what's it called? The eye of the glass guy.
That's
smile or
so
something.
fucking funny.
But speaking, actually, you know, we didn't put up there a quick thoughts on it. I don't want to get too much time, but This Is America actually came out this week too. Any quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it, you know, artistic, good for the time? You know, I don't see it having much shelf life, but I mean, for like an artistic bang, I was just like kind of cool. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was okay. I mean, I feel like he did his best what Kanye West used to be impression. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
okay.
That's what I felt it
All
was.
right.
It was I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. It was cool.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
All right. See, that's why you get 3 pieces now.
Yes.
That's where the biscuit comes in.
For a second, I thought we were talking about Trump. I wasn't sure. Like, who are we talking about?
No, it's all kind of related though. It's all going to eventually.
Because when
tie
I hear
back to
Yeezy,
Trump.
I think of Trump. And then I heard on Twitter, supposedly, Trump is the... No. Yeezy is the Black Trump.
Really?
Yes. I don't know if
He
you heard about
wants
that.
to be that though, and I think that's from a narcissistic point of view, and I think that's why he's on the medicines.
That's why they put him up together like that.
Who them? I don't know them.
Media.
I just think that Kanye and himself, you
Or
know, what I'm
whoever
saying, like-
we're getting this information from.
I think he's just going like I agree in his message to not have a victim mentality. I enjoy that message,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like yes, spread that message. But when you say slavery was a choice, it's like that's not the fucking no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's
there's-
because the drugs haven't the programming of like Yeezy hasn't. You know what I'm saying? He's just like you know.
Yeah, they're still working
we're
out the
still
bugs.
making it great. One
Yeah.
moment. Greatness in process.
That's
Greatness
like,
in
I don't know if y'all seen Westworld.
I want
So
to. I saw
that
you
newest
actually put me
episode,
onto
yes,
that. I actually started watching a couple. I think.
But speaking of that, like with the conspiracy though, with the whole cloning that you're yourself and making another copy clone, maybe there's a Yeezy Trump clone copy and they just can't perfect it. That's why they're glitching.
the glitches. I know, yeah.
The words in
That'll
the
be
set
the
aren't,
crazy
but-
thing, though. Maybe we're gonna have to look out for is the glitching. Like as we tell all of you this, you know what I'm saying? Like just beware of the glitching. You know what I'm saying? If you see us start glitching, like understand that like we've probably
Deja
been
vu. That's one of the
intercepted,
Matrix things.
You know,
I'd
probably
love
some
to.
MK Ultra
I
going on.
can't see now. That's even weird that you brought that up because on the way here, I was driving back from Milford and I had the strong deja vu of like I remember 2 months ago when I had the dream of driving past this, and it wasn't anything important. It was just literally in Milford right now they have Big Trash Day, and I remember exactly driving past that dresser and that ironing board, and I had that like 40 seconds of like this has happened before.
Yeah.
I'm living in deja vu right now. This is what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Any opinions of what it might be?
It's the Matrix,
Two
man.
part, yeah.
The organic, bio,
I'll
chemic, whatever words we're plugged into.
I'll chalk it up.
Words.
Yeah, when
I had a Yeezy moment.
Words.
I have a choice. I have a choice, and I'm gonna use it.
But so I think for a second maybe slipped up in the Matrix, okay. But then another
Possibly.
part where I say like like a little bit of doubt. You're a driver, right? You know what I'm saying. You also you do the ride share, right? The Uber Eats. So you do a lot of driving, and you probably for the most part have been the driver for the most part of your life. So I think and probably driving common routes. I think some of the same houses coming around Milford. Sometimes I feel like the same houses are always throwing out trash, but I do know exactly what you're talking about. But now I wanted to tie in and tell me what you guys think about this one. You guys have Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider.
I'm not. I don't
Ghost
know.
Rider, okay. So I think it's coming. I think it might.
Oh, do you
sounds
mean
like-
kind of just like popping up and being like, how the fuck did I get here?
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about the passenger phenomenon of not having one in an empty car. I think it's an
So
Uber
wait,
thing.
so what?
I think
So
it might
you're
be.
driving, but you think there's a ghost in the car with you? I've
Well,
had
there's-
that moment.
Well, really, the reason I'm calling it a Ghost Rider is because you think that there's a passenger in the car, like you see like the shadow of a head. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Now, it could
yeah,
be
yeah,
anything
yeah.
though, because
Coming at the corner of your eye,
the
you thought-
headlights as you're passing tree poles. It could be a bunch of things. But
Ghost Rider.
I've seen it more times
Ride the
than
Whip.
not. I've got a ghostwriter. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like there's, you know, I don't know if I picked up.
Has he made contact with you yet?
Well, I
Is
see
it a
him.
he? Is it a she?
I guess I would have to
Is it
say
a-
it. I couldn't.
Whoa,
confirm
I'm not
that.
even sure that we can put labels on ghosts
Yeah.
like that.
But
A
what,
they? A
but
they?
what I would
A
like
them?
Her, Zim?
yeah.
A Zima.
But what I would like
That's
to do.
what we're trying to say here is bring back Zima, okay? That's
Yeah.
what this
Well, no,
all
but
means.
actually,
Quench
we're
your
missing
thirst.
it because that's happening, though, right? And I think
Is
it
it?
Zima's
with that
back,
much
bro.
noise, though. Yeah, with that much noise and fanfare. Because I think I had a drop off where it was in conversation. But maybe let's try to find the ghostwriter sometime. We talked about shooting an episode on the road. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I've got the dash cam. Maybe we can sit in different
Yes.
spots, and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm down for calling, you know, maybe Ghostbuster edition on the ride to somewhere, you know,
Down it,
you
down it.
know, up to the
Operation
Indian
Ghost.
burial grounds. But where are
Definitely.
we even going? Episode 19, right? Week one.
Episode-
Happy Mother's Day. It was a
Ramus.
good week for three other U.S. citizens, right? All released from Korea,
Yep.
right?
Oh yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
Right? Did anyone get the
Hostages.
hostages?
Not just
That's right.
citizens, motherfucking hostages.
I didn't stay up to watch it or
Well,
read
it-
about it.
It was, and the
I was
unfortunate
busy
thing about this
watching the Celtics.
is-
hate to say it.
is it was
You
like,
got a flamingo behind your
was
back.
it 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
3.
3. Anyways,
Or maybe
welcome
2.
home. Welcome
I don't
home.
know.
Welcome home. They came
Yes.
home. Not any.
Much love.
Was there word on how long they had been hostages?
Not super long, but I'm sure it was an
horrible.
uncomfortable situation. But at the same time, you have to like look at sometimes there's a little sarcasm in life. I'm not going to say irony or anything like that, but I think when again, Americans coming home
What's the details?
always a great thing. But yeah, so now you have to speculate, have to look further. But some of their ties are actually some type of business ties that kind of coincide with everything that's going on. We might hear something along the lines of like certain people benefiting financially.
Some
with
shady
the release
stuff, of
these
course. There's
people.
always shady stuff in
But
business. What else is new?
The part
Corporations.
that I found funny though was I kind of expected like your stereotypical American like John Wayne and you know what I'm saying, Becky,
Dennis Rodman.
and no. I expected the hostages to be like like I said John Wayne and Becky from
Milk
wherever.
toast.
But they weren't though. You know what I'm saying? They were like South
Hector?
Korean descent. No, they were Korean descent. So I was like, oh, that's
Oh.
funny. Like
So
whenever
what
all these
was-
people were like, bring them home, and when they walked off, they're like, where you
Those
at?
They ain't come off yet.
But
So what's the details? They were hostages due to the situation of being what
in
was
North
it?
Korea at the wrong time. But interesting. They have I think it was on Netflix or maybe it's on HBO. But the some of the flags like the pissing contest that North and South Korea had,
Yep.
or the false the false city. In North
Fill me
Korea.
in more. I don't know.
Right at the border. Okay, so you got North Korea and South Korea, and then you have like the denuclearization. You know what I'm saying? The place where like
There's a lot of heat going on down there.
yeah. It's like don't cross cross this line. But now, you know what I'm
But
saying?
now
Like,
with the
now,
denuclearization,
they're shaking hands, but
the Trump
there's-
shakes.
There's a false city just over the border that makes it look appealing if South Koreans like just want to just really try to get in there.
Yeah. It's tempting.
Yeah, it's funny though.
paradise.
It looks like it's like a not Hollywood, but I guess like a
yeah.
Hollywood Vegas style thing. But
Yeah.
it's just like no, that's it's
Almost
not,
like a
you know?
mirage of like, hey, look what we got over here, and then the
Yeah, like kind of. So
You don't want to
know.
get near
That's
bumped in your
interesting.
life. Trust me, mirages are bad for you. Hydrate,
fuck around and
plenty
get
of
near
water.
bone.
Speaking of hydrate,
Watch out for the fluoride. What's up with this whole thing? People are still hating on the Flint situation. What's going on with that?
with Flint. I think they still need water. I think I need water right now.
Right?
Hydrate.
What's the dealing with that?
I think
Don't
Flint's
know.
just going to be another one of those forgotten situations that's going to be in 5 years. You're also going to hear, and it's still not fucking. It's just one of those. It's
Yeah.
not popular in the news right now, so nobody.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people that cares, but like I said, I'll deal in absolutes for no reason. Nobody cares. You know?
Yeah. Well,
It seems like an opportunity, though, for someone that's independent to go in there and take advantage of a chance to filter their water.
right. Here's another
Yeah.
part about it. Nobody's supposed to care because at the end, right? I think we're pushing towards a consciousness of self and really understand taking care of yourself before anything else. So I think it's a good thing that it's not out there because either one, everyone's going to completely ignore it and be like, you know what, like we're aware of it, but
Everyone
we're not
is
gonna do it.
ignoring it, yeah.
Or you have the people that say, no, we're going to fix this.
Yeah.
Who don't need the
And
recognition.
in that
Yep.
right there is
we're like
is-
maybe
is-
like the Elon
is
Musk
the golden
type is
nugget,
born,
the
you know?
biscuit, the golden biscuit.
Biscuit.
And this is
Right.
the bucket, and you know what it is? It's 3 pieces in a biscuit.
True.
Tell 'em.
203-941-0045. Call or text. Of course, it's all free. A little crumb off the biscuit. Something we talked last week about the two brothers that were arrested for sitting in the Starbucks.
Yes.
They settled with the city. They did not settle with Starbucks.
Okay.
So that'll be an interesting thing to look forward to. If
Yeah.
They settled with the city for $1, and the $200,000 is going to go into a program for up and coming kids in high school to basically, teach people how to do right. But like I said, they did not settle with Starbucks, so that'll be an interesting thing to look forward to. In the
See if that does.
So that's a case still going on.
Well,
pending.
and the bigger thing is this ties into something else because the employee who said that she was just following protocol, she's countersuing because at the same time Starbucks is trying to wash their hands of saying like, okay, look at
you ain't pinning this on me.
Well, kind of saying like, look, she made a judgment. I don't know if she's racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think a lot of it had much to do with racism. But it's unfortunate that it just. I hate to say, unless you see it, it feels statistically that you know what I'm saying. Like these things kind of do happen. But
no, and I feel you too on.
But I think she's about to get paid.
I think she's going to get paid, and I think they're going to get paid as well because I feel like. They did the symbolic dollar thing and donate to a kids program because that was their city and they live in that city. So perhaps they didn't want to take the money out of that community. But Starbucks, they can go fuck themselves.
I almost and in the world of lawsuits and
so Starbucks, this is like a beast thing, and they're like, And
that was the thing too, where perhaps it was a situation where the girl wasn't racist and she was like, listen, you didn't buy anything, you're supposed to leave. Or you didn't buy anything, you're not supposed to use the bathroom, whatever. So she might have been just following the rules. And then I feel you, Starbucks might now be coming back with, well, I mean, hey, you got to use common sense, that type of thing.
Did you know that there is, like some states, I think there actually is a bathroom rule.
But, it's like, why would Starbucks be above a McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, where you can walk in and just use it? I mean, there are... But in California, obviously, it's different. No, it is.
Yeah, that's California.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and the other thing, too, this was in Philly, and I'm not sure how much Philly is like New York, but I know in New York, you can use nobody's bathroom, and it's because of the sheer volume of people to where, like, your bathroom's just going to be fucked up if 1,000 people go in there and use it a day, And that, I mean, but... Also, Starbucks is that place, and I don't know where it is anywhere else, but I can say in New Haven, Starbucks is that place where people are there for fucking 6 hours.
Exactly.
So that's kind of crazy as well.
Yeah. So,
people's office.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'm writing a screenplay, guys. I'm writing a screenplay. But yeah, it's a tough thing. But I think Starbucks did come out where they said that they changed their thing and like, hey, bathrooms are wide open. So it'll be interesting to see how long that lasts, though.
I'm gonna see how much they're worth real quick to see what this case could settle in here.
Oh man, they can get a hefty chunk. I'll say that.
Yeah, not enough to hurt them though, but you know what I'm saying?
Not enough to hurt them, but enough for it. But because even how we were talking off mic the other week, even right now, it's not a news story anymore. Yeah. It'll pop up again if they end up suing them. But even right now, like,
and the settlement's going to be a side note, a footnote.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to spark anything,
Yeah, Starbucks is. I mean, they're
hopefully this is the last time they get paid out.
Home $21.8 million in 2016, and I'm gonna see how much they make a day.
Yeah, so really, it's up to how good or how well they know their lawyers, as far as because they could end up with you might hear about 10 million apiece, and then maybe after legal fees they end up with 2.2 each, and we're just like, the man still screwed me.
Exactly. Well, I will say
man screwed me.
Where Starbucks fucked up at is they already apologized. So when you apologize, that means you did something wrong. So
but somebody has to. We expect to hear it, and then even when we hear it, it's not sincere. So.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that's going to work in the favor of the two gentlemen that got arrested because it's like, listen, they already admitted guilt. Yeah. So. It's pretty much
going to be a change in their conduct of, how they speak
the code of
customers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see in the future though how that all.
How about the new promotion? If you gotta pee, coffee's free, or coffee.
If you gotta pee, coffee's free. I never heard of that, but I heard of the Pee Bandit. The Pee Bandit.
Bring it around the local news.
Do you mean that? So then if you use the bathroom, you would get a free cup of coffee?
I'm just, if they could do something. I'm just trying to throw something out there, trying to help the people. So, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to generate a little bit more business because they're about to pay out of pocket. If you gotta
pee, a coffee fee. So they tax the coffee more than what it is.
P-tax.
P-tax, yes.
P-tax leading into the Pee Bandit. Excellent. You see, eventually we'll put it together. Okay, last week, all right, we were talking about the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. This week it's more Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Yes.
But interesting story on the Pee Bandit I wanted to share with you guys. Wanted to share with all of the world because I think the kids somewhere Everybody, there's a P bandit.
So
everywhere.
there's a P bandit in every elementary, middle, high campus.
There's
Office.
a possibility. Here's a story. All right. So in a little small town,
White House. I think there's a P bandit in the White House. I mean, they grow up.
Hey, I mean, there's rumors that there's videotapes of it. So,
But speaking of the fundamentals of P banditing,
P
banditing.
right where it may be, where it may begin, or where the legend continues.
Where does it begin?
But their elementary school kids were in danger of losing the year-end trip celebration.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
But the
Festivities.
boys' room had a mysterious P bandit that was.
The boys' room had a P
P-bandit.
problem, and it pertained to P bandit. I'm trying to get the P's out.
Right. But the proper.
Thank you. The proper proponent.
But a person
Yes.
was blamed before the problem.
Probably. No,
Please.
please continue.
So,
The P bandit.
yeah, I
P bandit. Whoa.
so the so
This
they
shit
want to
should be a
find the P
Saturday morning
bandit.
cartoon, man.
It should though.
So the P bandit.
So they're trying to find the P bandit. The principal is
Yes.
trying to find the P bandit. So he cancels the trip until the P bandit decides to reveal himself.
Yeah.
So
And
the,
no
the
one,
boys are
came to.
standing tight. Okay,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're in
yeah,
fourth
yeah,
grade.
yeah.
What do? You
lock arms.
You stand fast, right?
They're a pack.
You know.
But
Now let me ask you
there's
this.
one person that they're worrying about, though. I can tell you that right now. There's one kid that they're just like, yo, watch Jimmy over there because he might
He's
be
gonna say
cracking.
something
Yeah.
because yeah.
And if he says something, then
because he
he's the
cried
big
last
bandit.
time.
We actually had a P bandit.
Thank
back
you.
in the
This is
day.
okay. You
We
see?
had a kid that would refuse to go private. He would like be 10 feet back and show everybody that he could make it.
Yeah.
Look what I could do.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
more a pinch motion, and then there was the, Yeah,
Yes,
it was
yes.
It's
interesting.
like, yo, bro, really?
So, but I like how you're tying this in because a lot of parents got upset that the trip was about to be canceled. All these kids were looking forward
Parents
to
were
this.
perturbed by the P bandit.
So
Okay.
they try to stop the program.
Yes. Okay. So as their older siblings had reflected and said, you know what, they were trying to catch the P bandit when I was in school. So the P bandit has been loose for about 6
I'm just gonna
years.
throw it out there. It's the janitor. Okay.
Okay. Now, thank you. Now with social media boards, the janitor comes to blame.
Yep.
The
'Cause then
plumbing
also-
situation comes to blame.
What's the grade?
You're talking about up to 4th or 5th grade, I believe.
All right. How much is their bladder really holding?
Right, yeah,
So
yeah.
how
How
much
much is it?
fluid are
Well,
they,
well, there's a
you
lot
know?
of facts we need to know.
Yeah.
But do
Yeah.
we really need to know? And what is the principal trying to accomplish? Because this seems to be that you did not attend the same school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't attend the same school, but it seems that this P bandit has been in school for a very long time. You know,
Yeah.
Or is it a recurring problem?
Urban
that happens
legend.
with,
Or it
you know,
might be one of those passed down.
Yep.
passed down packs. Okay, but I
Prophecy.
think it's and it could very well be it's prophecy.
My goodness.
Written in the waters. But I think that maybe
It's almost like you seen the movie The
You're
Santa
blowing my
Claus.
penile gland.
No, but like you seen the movie The Santa Claus and okay, boom, Santa fell off the roof.
Yeah.
You put on the suit.
Yes.
You are now
yes,
Santa
yes,
Claus.
yes,
So
yes,
like,
yes,
listen,
yes.
So the moment you slip on the pee, fall, crack your face, take a sip, you're the pee
like,
bandit.
You get back up with your back soaked.
And you gotta
like,
keep peeing
this is
until
my
someone else falls.
So
responsibility now.
somebody else, it's so I would
Or it
have to
could be
agree.
When graduation happens, the
Pass on the pee.
yeah, you pass it on. You pull aside the new patriot that might do it, and you're just like, hey, listen,
Patrons.
it's all on you now.
Could be plural. It could
Be
be
strong.
it could be a pack,
Patrons.
like you said.
That's the other thing too. Yeah, it could be because I'm saying if there's a problem with an actual amount of pee,
Yes.
it could be they could have a squad. You know what I mean? They could all. line
I'm
up.
thinking that I was throwing things out there too. I was saying,
Yeah.
it's a squad of people. Like I said, I think it's a pack of kids who, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Pack of
where do
pissers,
people-
man.
Pack
Pack
of
of
pissers.
Pack of pissers popping. The word of the day, which is
Power.
okay.
Pack of prepubescent pissers. That's what it is. Man.
Bam.
Yes,
Pam.
man.
I'm sorry.
And so
Amazing.
now, did the principal stand strong, or is he,
He
backing
pulled
off?
back. He said, "I was just trying to see if he would be accountable." But what I would really like is maybe a graduation. I think I'm going to stand up and be like, "I am the P bandit. I am the P bandit."
I think he's gonna go with one last P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yep.
Yes.
Need
Splash 'em.
something big. Yep.
Or maybe all the kids throw urine on him.
It's amazing. It's amazing the things that happen.
I enjoy it, man. That shit is hilarious to me.
Crazy
I'm trying
times.
to think
Crazy.
if we had any thing like that when we were going to school. If there was like a a saga that was.
I think we
that shook the
got in
Guys,
trouble
that one
for
just-
I think we got Carrots banned.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got Carrots banned because in cafeteria at the end of the
Lunch
eating
bunch is what
in
they
the
were
hallways,
called.
people were throwing carrots at each other like 50 yards, but we're all bunched like a can of what do
Like
you
a
call
pack of prepubescent
Like-
pissers.
this? People
Pound to
with
piss
no
people
parental
off.
advisory. And
Man.
yeah, people be throwing carrots at each other and getting hit in the head, eyeballs and shit. Starting
Now-
wars.
No, funny you mentioned eyeballs because rumor has it that a student had to wear a patch because of this.
Yeah, a lot of problems. A lot of problems persist.
Yeah, I don't know why
The
we
patch
came up with the
pirate.
idea, but in
Yes.
high school, when we were walking back from lunch, it would seem like whatever we didn't eat, we would somehow hold on us to just throw at fucking people in the hallway.
Yeah.
And, you
Packs
know,
of pudding.
you're young, you're dumb, you don't know why you're doing this shit, but because like you know, you see your
shit.
friends up ahead, boom, throw a carrot at them, and yeah, man, a lot of people caught some high speed carrots.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's nothing. And because I don't have hair, sometimes you get jealous of the hair. But when you see a carrot rocketing and then just the tongue goes up on somebody's hair, it's a beautiful sight. I'll tell you that, man. And
Wow,
yeah,
yeah.
a couple girls caught carrots to the face.
Yeah.
We were, I guess, still spitballing. It wasn't really
Spitballs, I can't.
It was
I
nasty.
remember I was a victim to a couple in the fit. These motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
I was like, you really want to play this game? You really want to play this game? Like, I was the one that waited till the game was over, then I played the game. Okay. Game's over, right? Oh, game on, motherfucker. Game on. Oh, my bad. You weren't ready? Oh. Shit.
You went to overtime and they didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck, man?
Snuffed him in high five going down the line.
Real.
Oh, man.
But hey,
Speaking of
That's how you do it.
sports, though,
Celtics, Cavs, LeBron issues, I don't know. But Celtics got him. Morris got his
now
number.
we're on to the semifinals. We have the Celtics.
Scary
taking on the
Terry.
Conference finals, right?
Cavaliers.
Conference
Conference, right? Yeah.
Conference finals, man.
Craziness.
Okay.
There's a tweet of Tatum. He's
Tweeted at
he's a
me,
young guy,
man.
but when he was 14 years old with LeBron saying, "Hey, can you follow me? One day I want to be like you."
Yes,
blah blah
yes,
blah.
yes.
Here he is
I
now.
recall that. Time to
Schooling
shine.
him.
Time to shine. You know, there's
Playing
an
against
opportunity to
them, right?
school.
Pass
them.
the torch, huh?
Playing against them.
Yep,
right?
pass the tweet. They're playing for tweets and likes and love.
So, but let's see. There's obviously. I still have to stay with Team LeBron. I just
I'm Team
just ride
Celtics.
it out.
I'm Team
Boston.
Celtics, man. Like I've said from day one, I would like it just to not. So I'm rooting for the Celtics and the Rockets because I just don't want it to be the
same.
Cavs and the Golden State
No,
Warriors.
I'd rather
again,
yeah.
you
The
know?
same.
I'm forced to pick the Rockets in the next series, but
Yeah.
I'll take LeBron in
Yeah.
this one. NHL Finals. I know we weren't really following a couple
I would
episodes
say
talked briefly.
bunk the NHL Finals. Let me go back real quick to the basketball thing. It's wild to see people with so much fucking money that one of their like games that they play and a little like interest that they have and a hobby on the side is dressing as ridiculous as possible after the game.
There's a lot of
during
Yeah,
a lot of players.
Well,
do
and
that.
to
I
the
was-
game, to the game is something, but after the game
to
is
the game
one.
is
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
control.
To and
but
fro.
Now, even after the game, like LeBron James last night, I saw on ESPN, dude, he dressed up straight up like Sherlock Holmes and did the fucking interview.
Yeah.
He was like, he was just missing the pipe. It's a weird.
but
I
let
mean,
me
I guess
ask you
when
this,
you have all
though.
that money, you can be
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
hey man,
Exactly.
I don't know what
Yeah.
to do with my money. I'm getting stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I just feel like I would have better ideas of what to do with my fucking money rather than be like, I'm gonna dress up weird.
But he
Like,
no, but here's the thing though.
like,
Like,
it doesn't make sense to me.
once in a while, I guess you got to treat yourself. Then you know what I'm saying? Like early on, I was.
I'm
LeBron.
gonna treat myself to a
hater.
Sherlock Holmes outfit.
You know, I mean, hey, I'm a grown man. I bought a Batman mask. Okay,
You
So
know what? That
what
was
you heard,
fashionable
you
back
know?
in the day, so that was the style. He's bringing it
I'm
back.
still waiting for it to come in. But no, I don't know. It is funny though, yeah, the choices that athletes make in their clothing because
Yeah.
you see when it kind of comes from ownership, and some of them say like offer like free will.
Yeah.
And David Stern actually, I think he started he's not the commissioner now, but he started the whole the players got to wear a suit. And
Well,
some
he
people
was
were like,
pissed
oh,
at
no.
Allen
Yeah.
Iverson. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
thing. Back in the day, they didn't want Allen Iverson to be the face
Allen
of the NBA.
started it.
They were just like, this dude is not. He sags his jeans and he's got cornrows, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were just
yeah.
like, nope, not
Well,
him.
not just that though, but I mean, he walks in like mean, as far as like representation, you know, I wouldn't want him necessarily being the mouthpiece. Like, say,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I'll defend the picture,
Yeah.
but be like, no, I don't want you answering any questions about the league, Iverson. You know?
Nope.
Stop talking about your rap album.
Yeah, yeah.
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
the Trump of basketball.
No,
Okay.
no. I would say the
See how I was trying to bring that one in there?
The Trump of
Yeah, sir.
basketball might actually be
Who is the
Stephon
Trump?
Marbury.
You think
because
so?
He kept recreating himself, and he's a multi-time winner in China right now. But in America, the Trump of basketball, I don't think he exists.
Okay.
Try to be Jordan, but Jordan's failing. No, what's up with Jordan?
I don't
Probably
know what's up with Jordan.
one
You
of
know
the
what-
greatest
you know what? I would
players,
say-
worst
Jordan-
owners.
I would say Allen Iverson is almost like the Pete Rose because not that he got caught betting or anything like that,
Yeah.
but there was a point where they just wouldn't let him back
like
in.
that.
Even, I think like 2 years ago,
No, but
he was in talks with the Celtics, and they were like, "Yeah, you can go to our D League, and if you do well enough, we'll bring you up." And he was like, "Fuck you."
but did
I'm
you
retiring."
see him in those though?
I did
Because he
not.
did have a little humble pie, and he
Yeah.
did lose a step though. And his whole thing, he was like, I think 6'1", maybe 6'3" at best. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was like 6'1".
Yeah, yeah.
He said, I'm done with this, yo.
You know, you can only
He
break
left.
ankles for so long.
Yep.
You know,
And too, speaking
True.
of his being able to depend on him, he did go to the Big Three with Ice Cube's league,
Yeah.
and
Cube.
skipped a couple games. Nobody knows where he is, that
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
He got cubed.
he got cubed.
He's iced. Froze. He's out. But, yeah, I mean, hey. Celtics going to win it. That's what I think. LeBron, done.
Done.
Dethroned.
So LeBron,
where
who
was
was
on
on
the,
the West?
on the
It doesn't matter.
GSW, fuck them too,
Doesn't
because
matter.
they just like, you know, the whole old school Yankees, you know what I'm saying? They just want to get money and make everyone to be the hot team.
Yeah.
You know.
The murderers row by it
And
to
they
buy
won't
the
allow
championship.
mustaches.
The Steinbrenner.
Hey, speaking of old
George.
school Yankees, though, real quick touch on them. I guess Yankees very, very hot.
No.
Anyone watching anything right now?
Sizzlings.
Shoot a couple names out there.
I don't watch because when I don't watch, they win. When I watch, they lose.
well,
So I
then-
focus on myself and just tune in to the 3-piece and the biscuit.
Podcast, right? 203-941-0045 on your screen. We're as far as a time check, halfway
Call
through.
or text. We are halfway through. We are at 31
Halfway through
minutes
the
right
show.
now.
And this is what we do once a week. We come and talk about last week. You know what it is. You know
So
what
let's
it
bring
is.
it in though. What else happened last week though? It was definitely
Let's go over here. We got
interesting from bouncing around.
there's
What we talk about?
I don't know much
Oh, well,
about
keep
it.
it with sports. You could talk about the new sports betting law.
Oh,
that
that's
just
right.
passed.
Yes.
Hold on
For
one
Connecticut.
second.
For
Shout out.
Connecticut And for
We're back to states'
Every
rights,
state.
actually.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was saying, and it,
It was passed for every
geez,
state.
I don't
Beautiful.
remember how it was, but they referred back to, I believe, like the 10th Amendment or something,
Yes,
which kind of
yes,
said,
yes,
kind of
yes,
goes back to a
yes,
states
yes,
thing.
yes.
I personally am happy about that, but I totally see the other side of the conversation, because I think the point being,
One question: can we bet with Bitcoin?
well, actually,
Are they
I'm
gonna-
sure there'll be sites
they're
that'll
gonna
take
set
it.
here's
that
the
up?
thing right now.
Well, there's already sites, but
That,
I'm curious.
exactly. I can tell you from personal, not on here. I can show you, but I was actually playing with Bitcoin. There was a
Poker?
there was a poker site that if you signed up, I believe it was Bitcoin Poker. But yeah, when you signed up, you were basically doing the mining and you generated an income that you can play with. It wasn't very fast though.
Yeah.
But I mean, I played penny poker. You know what I'm saying? I played $2 tournaments, so it was
Yes.
nothing for me to when it
Yeah.
but a $10 bankroll in a game like that. I wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But prior to the whole playing with the Bitcoin, the reason why I ended up finding that is because roughly about 10 years ago, they stopped the whole online gambling. And about
Remember
10,
that full tilt poker stars?
Oh my God, Full
Good
Tilt
old
Poker
days.
Stars was just off. Who wasn't playing poker?
Back in the
Who
day,
wasn't playing poker?
everyone
right?
was doing
Yeah, there
it.
was a
You
lot.
know, and
there
because
was an
of that-
explosion.
Every celebrity was doing it.
And because of that, you could probably get a game now as long as you can get 6 to 8 people.
Yeah.
Want to get together
Yep.
for a little bit. But
The right crowd. The right crowd.
But going back to a states' right thing now, again, open game.
Yeah.
My advice to anybody:
Ready to go.
get in where you fit in. And when I say that, if you can make any money off of it, we should. I mean, I don't know. I think a 3-piece and a biscuit gambling site. I mean, we're kind of set up. I think we're almost there.
Nice.
We'll find out. It'll be
You
something to
transfer
bring
in,
to
you
you.
get tokenized biscuits. Boiskits. They're very buoyant. So
Boy, biscuit.
they're not
But what do
soggy.
you think? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that now? Is it? What are our fears? Is it good? You know
I
what I'm
think it's
saying? Is it-
interesting. I want to learn more. Does it extend to now? What does it extend to? Does it extend to like, hey, am I
Horse
just going to be able to
racing,
go down
dog.
to the bar and bet on a basketball game? Am I going to be able to do all that? Like, is it full tilt boogie?
Connected to Vegas.
And no, not connected to Vegas. There was
Okay,
only
all separately.
one place that was opposing this, and that was Vegas.
Yeah. They want
Of course, yeah.
So you're gonna go back to a states' right thing. So it's not gonna be like, you know.
So there could be different odds in those different states.
And anything. Now, the crazy thing about it is now figure almost every bar, those little machines
Keno
at the bar.
shits.
Oh my God, Keno, right?
Yeah.
You know. Okay. And here's an interesting thing. So one of the downsides people can say is the problem that gambling brings. You know, and when I say the problem that it brings, you know, what I'm saying, like, you know, gambling is an addiction. But it also
Degenerates.
there's more, you know, other things involved, you know, at casinos. So there's, you know, a little bit more alcohol. You know, what I'm saying, a little bit more, you know,
Oxygen.
right? More choices as far as, you know, more adult choices. And that can, they feel that create a problem, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, wait a minute though. You can.
I think they want to boost the economy with it though, and
Boost the A.
Right.
with that they're gonna add their restaurants and shops next to the hot spot. You know, they're gonna have their
hopefully though.
fancy schmancy.
Hopefully though, people are winning though, because it would be really, really bad to dump all this money
Yeah.
and have, like, you know, you'd see, like, you know, like a little mini Vegases pop up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, well, but everybody lost their money. You know,
Yeah,
all you
yeah.
have is owners with money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the other thing too. Now, how much is it going to cost to get your? Are you going to need a license to do
Sure.
it? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's, again, states' rights.
sure-
Look at
yeah.
where we live. I'm sure there's the paperwork required. I mean, you
There
remember
should
when
be
they said
some
weed
clause
was
if you use it, like, you know, for example, talking cryptos in Puerto Rico. If you do cryptos in Puerto Rico as a corporation business, you got to give like 10% each year to homeless, needy stuff in that area. So like, if whatever state, if
well,
that
that's like the whole
business,
lotto
they
thing.
gotta-
With lotto tickets, supposedly $1 goes to
Yeah.
you know, the roads and taxes or the schools or something. You know, whatever.
And now, do you know? Does it extend to like? Can a bar have a fucking slot machine in
I
it?
said it's coming down to states' rights now.
Now, that
You know,
would be-
this whole thing with the whole thing being, you know, pulling the federal ban on it was just saying states, you decide. So
That's
if your state
interesting.
decides that you wants to get involved with gambling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now the whole thing is you're not going to the Supreme Court with this issue.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You're going,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
decided. So that'll be interesting then to see
so
if anything changes with the Bridgeport
So
casino.
with us, exactly. Currently with us, we're kind of committed and tied to tribes, you know. But I don't know if this opens the door.
we're
how
on
it
our
works.
apology tour.
Interesting.
100 years of running.
But I think that'd be cool. I mean, one of the cool things I saw in California was the house card. The places that were just house cards is basically where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you'd see like a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be a blackjack and poker room. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you could go in there and there'd be like a dozen tables and it was completely legal, you know?
That'd be, and you know who is also going to be geeked about that is people that know how to count cards. All those fucking. I don't know if you ever listened to any podcasts or seen any documentaries on like the people that have ripped off casinos for a couple million and
Yeah, the rounds that they're going to be able to
bring
make.
them in.
yeah, the world
rounders.
they're going to take. Yeah, that'll be interesting, man. Because you know, with everything, the good comes the bad, and yeah, so that'll be interesting how that sparks off and how quick it sparks off too. To see if like there's big changes of because you know around here. We see so many bars starting under a year, they're done.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting if people go for the last minute save, you know, that Hail Mary of like, hey, try to gamble. And,
I think the
house always
chains.
wins.
I think all the chains are going to probably jump on with it. I think the bar owners maybe they'll find out what works for them. It all comes down to what cut do you get.
This might help the how right now the malls are doing horrible. So maybe if they bring those two together.
That would be interesting.
Malls
too.
and the casino.
Malls almost turn into little casinos.
Yeah,
that'd
yeah.
That'd
be a way to spork it again. But then
spot.
there's the other thing too of it is always a risk for the owners as well. It's like, yo, could you go on a crazy run? Could you make a crazy bet and shut down the Applebee's? You know what I mean? Like that's interesting too.
Well, along those lines, I don't think that it would we're talking about them getting sports betting, you know what I'm saying, versus games of choice, which would be your craps roulette, things like that.
Yeah.
So I think those places would have a different type of, you know, insurance and backup plan.
Yeah.
But you know, I think like the Applebee's, they would be on board with, you know, Super Bowl night, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
and March Madness.
Oh, yeah.
Come
Oh,
on
yeah.
down,
Oh, yeah.
discount
Oh, yeah.
for, you know what I'm saying, if
Got
you're
the
gaming,
kiosks
you know
set
what I'm
ready. We
saying?
got
Like,
4 of them,
yeah.
one in each corner.
You know, that for your sports betting.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
and then oh God, who knows? Like I said, at the bars, you know, you'd probably be able
Video
to instead of
poker, all that
oh,
shit.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
all day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like I said, it's gonna bring in some good money to the right bars that know how to do it. It's like that TV show Bar Rescuers. They hook it up right.
Yeah, well,
Or
see
some
certain
hotels.
people,
Like now all the hotels can have a floor.
but you know who else is going
slots.
to take it though? Now that it's open, is that going to help like strip clubs? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going
Oh
to
my
now you're
God,
gonna see more of
possibly.
those? You know, Because
Possibly. I mean, it's all up to the owner's imagination. How
so
how slotty do you want to be?
Whoa! Shut this podcast off.
You like that one?
How low can you go, man? If you have any opinions on it, if you're a degenerate gambler and you need help, give us a call, give us a text 203-941-0045. It's of course free all the time. If you want a shout out for your podcast, because of course you have a podcast, because who doesn't have a podcast? We'll give you a shout out on here. That's once again 203-941-0045.
That's right.
Call
right.
or text any time of night. No one's actually going to pick up a phone. What you're going to hear is a recording and then a boop. See, this thing's back in the day, man. There used to be these things called phones, and then with the phones there was answering machines. So when somebody wasn't there, you could leave a message. But with this, like I said, you can leave a message or you could text once again 203-941-0045. If you have any clues on who is the P Bandit,
The P Bandit. What's this?
I still say it's the janitor. I'm saying it's the janitor.
That's
faulty plumbing. I think I like the pack of problem pubescent.
That falls into the MK Ultra training. He was programmed to pee from day one. But talking about that, what's this talk about the safe houses in New York now? They're letting everybody
everyone do
shoot up.
How,
This is the world we're coming to, or do y'all agree with this? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this like, oh, I know you have a problem, or is this like, look, there's another way to let's try to help fix you, like. They don't want. Is it not helping? Is this helping? Can I get one of those?
Dave's got a theory.
Yeah, right. It's kind of
Foreheads,
scary.
Dollar store, homie.
It's scary that we would consider doing this, like you said. You know, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? But New York is proposing, and I guess it's been passed, where it's a safe space to be able to shoot up, get your clean needles. They already have like the whole clean needle, thing going on.
This is preventative medicine.
You know when? No. It's basically a safe space.
It's kind of like the
drug
not
hotel.
Our moms, I'm not saying that back in the day, but like there was always that house where like, hey, I'd rather you guys drink here than go to a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. You know, I think it's that kind of a thing.
So so it's to prevent that. Now I'm sure you're going to be bombarded. The thing is, you would assume that they're going to be bombarded with the type of help. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just going to be a safe space where like, because if that's the case, it's in New York. You can see all types of prostitutes and Johns being like, come on over here. This is where I'm staying. You know, because they're going to let you shoot up, crash, and or is it going to be like, you're going to have you get a number and it's a room and what I'm saying, like you're monitored,
almost like a doctor's office type visit,
because it could potentially
might be like a
create
robot line program where you just walk, but your arm machine walk.
In the future,
like, okay, that's pretty much what they're doing.
This is
like,
what I think. This is.
I have no choice. I will submit. No,
no, but this is what I think. I think it's really.
No, it's the tilt of your hat with the arm movement. Is what had me going. Yeah,
but it's all robot. It's like Westworld. They're showing the future to us. They're showing.
I'm with you.
I'm sorry.
You summed it up. You got to the ending before I got to. You was all about. I was trying to serve some meat and potatoes, and you was just like popping cherries.
I just overdunked the gravy. I was like,
Well, here's the thing now. So I take it. I do know that they have all the methadone programs and shit like that, but not marijuana, heroin, it's not provided, right? They're just providing a space.
Right, yeah. Well, that's okay. So here's, again, good where you're tying into it. Who's to say that you're not going to have somebody that looks like they're super tweaked out and being like, it'd be like the Girl Scout cookie outside the pot shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the drug dealer would set up, like right outside there.
Like, this is, because, everyone sues everyone for everything.
Yeah.
Can you OD in there? Or is it, all right, we're going to provide you a safe spot to do this heroin, but you can only do X amount, because obviously everyone's tolerance isn't the same for anything, alcohol, anything like that. Then what happens if somebody ODs in there? Is there any...
All right, so here's where I say...
Nothing is anyone's responsibility
back into
it.
Did y'all know Connecticut is the home of the synthetic opioid, like the richest company?
Multiple noise. I'm sure we're making crazy money off it. Crazy epidemic in Willimantic, New Britain. But no. So when you say the what, you know what I'm saying, all the whats. I think the ultimate answer to the what is, I think that this is where you're going to get your junkies and be able to like program them to do what you want to do. They're going to have everybody, whoever's going in there to try to go ahead and shoot up. Boom, they got your information. If you
this
come
is ground zero.
Out,
to the zombie nation.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be there's gonna be rooms that you're not gonna know about. You're gonna be watching all these fucking videos. They're gonna fucking shoot you, shoot you up with all your drugs of choices. That's what I think's gonna happen. And everyone's just like, it's gonna be,
It's okay.
Collectible. They have a morgue
Like,
on
no,
the
it's
morgue on the
not.
like 5th floor or something, or
Right.
the, in the basement, and
No, I hear you on that because that's
using the bodies
you know,
of clones, and
Those are the people that disappear, or drug addicts and homeless people,
Yeah,
and
this is-
heroin
It's like
addicts.
someone's there, like,
a little bit of both.
in a weird way, makes no sense, but I'm gonna try to make it make sense.
Yeah, bring it all together.
Someone that's addicted to hurting themselves. So instead of like they want to chop off their legs, but instead it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give them a dull knife, so they keep trying, but it's not gonna work. But it's okay because they want to do it. You know.
a different way. Yeah, I mean, they could even say like, come in and be like, this is the day you die. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're coming in to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And have something different. I mean, it's just it's like.
That is true. They could do what the
Wow.
fuck they want.
You don't know who's
They
sitting
could
in
do
that
what
room.
the fuck they want.
You know, you could have I mean, this is like a Hollywood movie. I could just picture like the angry dad who lost his. You know, you know what I'm saying. They find that room.
No, that's human centipede type shit. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, come in, everyone, and then you
Yep.
know there's a fucking experiments going on in the back. It'd be
All this
interesting
horrible
too
shit.
because I can't see it just being done out of the kindness of the heart of New York, of just like, hey, okay, heroin addicts,
Well, no,
we'll
but
help you.
here's not so much the kindness, but maybe this might be the New York part about it. Of like, I'm tired of these fuckers ODing in my bathroom in my parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Let's round them
Like,
up together so we
you know?
flush them down the balls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They all want to die. If I, you know. So.
That's crazy,
yeah.
but then it comes in the freedom of what the fuck you want to do with your body, and that's where they
Right,
get
I'm
bring it to the
kind of-
Supreme Court.
I'm kind of like maybe for the most part, a lot of things should be legal, leaving it to
To people.
choice and
To
let
state
people see what
and all that.
happens. Yeah.
And but the other thing too, I was gonna say is, so then in New York, are they just turning a blind eye to, is heroin not illegal anymore?
yeah.
Like, how close do you have to be to this safe space to not get arrested for using the heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
right.
what I
Because
mean?
they know walking in that you got it on you.
Yeah,
you
like,
know.
you're
Why can't they
going
just
in
do
there
like
to do
a
heroin.
Surgeon General warning of it? Say this product can kill you, and then it's
Yeah, but they,
there it is.
Yeah,
I know
you're
it's
right.
not
You're right.
clear-cut and
Interesting,
dry
though,
like
like
that.
how you know what I'm saying. Like at some point, you're guilty of something, but
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if heroin's going to be illegal, why wouldn't a cop just stand right there and, hey, buddy, you stepped in the street. I got to pat you down. Boom.
Yeah.
Like, you're done. You know?
but
So-
here's the thing, though. Okay, so so you put him in jail for how long? Like what would possession be for these individuals? For the unfortunate part about it, it'd probably be a repeat offense, and they'd be a bigger strain on the in and out and showing up and. When they could be getting to work. Now, what if on the other side you have somebody who's just like, you know what? They go in there, they shoot the heroin. If they pass out, they pass out. But they get to work on their fucking Supra, whatever the fuck they do.
Then yeah,
Is that-
that's how it is.
You mean like a functioning heroin addict to where like they give them this safe space? I think if you're a functioning heroin addict, you probably don't need a safe space
You
to
don't need
do
a safe
it.
space
You know what I
anymore?
mean? Like, you're probably not the guy.
Well, maybe you're
If you're
functioning and your
functioning-
family's just like, you know, what the fuck? And you're just like, dude, I'm functioning now.
Yeah, bro, but I'm functioning.
I'm gonna go function,
Yeah, you're trying to function.
man.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, man. Are they? So is it open now, or it is opening? Or
I
it's-
think it's super close to happening.
Yeah.
I think overall it's a bad idea. You know,
I agree.
Overall,
bad
Yeah,
idea.
I just don't understand how it's like you're doing something illegal, but it's okay if you come here and do it.
well,
in
I
here.
guess going
That's-
back to the
that's
opioid crisis, because again, everybody knows. I think it's definitely affected. Within
Everybody knows.
our-
Everybody's
our
being
generations,
monitored.
You know. Well, no, as far as like what a crisis this is, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, at early ages, you're finding kids having access to
Yeah.
oxys and stuff
With
like that.
mis-
So it's not so much.
Grandma's
Being
pill cabinet.
misdiagnosed.
It's not so much the heroin coming over from Pablo and company.
PD.
Definitely pharmaceutical. So
Definitely the one of the biggest money makers in our time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on that because I want to know, like, there's got some rule has to happen with the, what's the safe space and tag? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm touching the building. You can't arrest me for having heroin on me because, like you said, yeah, people walking in there are gonna have heroin on them. It's a interesting thing. I don't know.
Yep, unless it's like go
And
in.
then I wonder what the goal is because
to keep them hooked.
Babying a heroin addict, what's the fucking goal? Like you said, maybe it's to
make money.
they
They're
don't want you
they're
to
making
OD
money
them.
to help. They're
that's why
pretty much the pusher.
that's why I'm saying
They're-
you always ask the question. Like I said, is
What's
it a
the
new
point?
drug?
And then where's the money coming from to keep that open? Is it just straight up taxpayers are paying the fucking,
A lot of questions to be asked. And
a lot of questions. If you got any answers, hit us up 203-941-00.
Tell them. 0045. 203-941-0045. Everybody from the Steam It crew, from the Google Plus crew, from the YouTube crew, from the Twitter crew, from the Facebook crew, from the any crew you and on the cool crew. You cool.
Cool could you.
203-941-0045. Call or text. Leave us a message if you want to shout out. We will shout you out. If you want a little bit of promotion, we might even be able to do that.
You want a cool? I'll cool.
Cut you.
Shit. That's what we do, though. Next topic that we are going to talk about for today, though, is I heard Iran and Russia to ban the U.S. dollar. What does this do? What does this lead to? Can this lead to a crypto investment of some sort?
I think
is the U.S. dollar slowly going down?
Are
other people finally saying, look, U.S. dollar, you bad?
Dollar.
I think that
It's not my Iranian
Are we
voice.
questioning war or the dollar? The reason
The dollar.
for war, because you have Syria going on.
The U.S. dollar and the financial terror that it does with these centralized banks and the petro U.S.
Now that they legalize gambling,
The
I can
oil
get
game.
payout in any
oil
way
war.
now, right?
The what? I'm sorry.
Now that they legalize gambling, like it doesn't
Game on.
get your payout either way. So
Betting on Hitman. That's
Bret Hart.
that's the new shit.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say
So
there's the war
was
there,
word-
but what's
did
the
Iran?
Iran
already-
officially did it, and now since they did it, it's Russia's like,
Russia's thinking.
let me stir up the pot.
Putin's pondering.
Putin's pondering probably propaganda. Ping. Huh?
That would be interesting.
That's my ping. Sorry.
Well,
Okay. Earthquake. Richter scale.
speaking of earthquakes, right? Volcanoes, natural disasters.
I heard about that.
Shout out to
It's just
everybody
getting
in
hot.
Hawaii. Yeah, it's just getting hot over there.
It's just getting real hot.
But what we said
Lava
earlier,
hot.
off show, what'd you expect, right? You're on an island.
I mean, you live on a fucking volcano. One day it's gonna
Yeah.
explode.
I heard a lot of people hate Hawaii and then the system that's ran there. They're high in taxes and
Yeah, there's a lot of they call
Costs
the,
money to live
the-
there.
they're
Nice.
actually negative on the crypto game right now. They're against it.
yeah gas is crazy. I think they pay like
They're
$8-10
against
a
it.
gallon or something.
How much?
$8-10 a gallon of gas out there.
Wow.
Gas is
Gas.
going up here too, man. It's at a 3-year
It's
high. What
summertime,
the?
bro. That's what happens.
Nah,
It's
man, it
summertime.
ain't. You don't try to con me. What happened to spring? You
not
came right.
trying-
You started hitting me with August prices in May.
We need some new scientists that know how to make vegetables and fruit make cars run. So we
True.
just
We do
Those
that
gases.
though. You
But
can
then-
do that, but like you said, it comes down to the petrodollar.
Well,
you know.
that
You're right.
happens. People learn how to make shit, and then the patent is bought, and
Yep.
then it sits on a shelf forever. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yo, we victims of the system.
yep.
So
No, but
yeah,
that is one of those. Back to how we've said in a bunch of episodes before. It'd be nice if people just said stuff like
Yo, breath stink.
when summertime comes around, prices skyrocket, and it's just like
Yeah.
you just feel like you're being lied to instead of just like,
Well, no, 'cause
it's
here's-
summertime, so we're doing this to you now because we know that people drive more, so we're going to fucking raise the price.
Well, here's
you know
the,
what I mean?
they'll tie it in there because they'll tell you when the price of oil, watch the stocks and stuff. When they say stocks at a high, and you know what I'm saying, when they,
Yeah.
make it. Well, guess what? Gas is going up along with that. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
it's a vicious
It's a Ponzi scheme.
cycle. It's definitely, if I tie this in, definitely hurting the Uber game as far as trips go because you don't get any extra money for gas. Customers are tight as shit with
Yep.
tips.
Uber.
You know.
I got
Game.
$11 total in tips yesterday. I wasn't mad about it. You know,
Oh,
it wasn't
man.
bad, but it had probably been like 2 weeks since I gotten the tip.
Yeah,
So,
How's the
I got
race
some
to
nice-
AI taking over the human Uber driver? Is it close or not yet?
I think it's
Was the
going to
issue
be
still being
planes.
fixed, or-
Well, Arizona said
They didn't fix
y'all
that issue?
can't do nothing. California said after this year testing's done.
So it's going down the
Tesla
drizzle
was
drain.
told no. Well, yeah, I mean, as soon as it killed the person, and there's a conspiracy making you think, did that
It was-
person take one for humanity? You know what I'm saying?
Or
Was that
Or did
homeless
someone-
person that was able to be? in
or
the safe
did someone
space
hack
with
the
heroin?
driving system, which showed it could be dangerous? Everything could be hacked.
A lot of things like that. Yeah, very, very.
The
very
heck,
true.
Obama.
The hack a Mac attack.
But yeah, so what was that? Gas was going up, so if I could pay for it, someone will take it cheaper.
Gas going up. You know what that's going to do for Elon with his rockets? Is that going to cost him?
He's losing money,
'Cause he's
right?
going broke,
You guys
right?
saw that?
Young
Yeah.
Muskie.
Elon going broke, cause
I
it
can't
lean
imagine.
manufacturing? What?
I don't believe he's going broke. Perhaps SpaceX is losing money, but I
Okay.
don't think.
Okay.
Young
No,
Muskie
well, this is
uh,
actually there's a lot. This is the Tesla 3 actually.
Yeah.
The,
I heard
the
he's,
economy, not the economy, but it's the supposed affordable model of his Tesla car.
Yeah.
Way
what this
behind
is supposed to
schedule.
be?
Yes, yeah.
And what do you know what affordable is?
Yeah, well, that's
30,000.
no. I think that's what people are thinking, and I think this thing's gonna still come in around like 45, 60,000. You know,
Yeah.
If you can
Because
get
it's
it down
never
a
the way
bit,
you want it, you know.
Yeah.
if you can get it down and make it run on Beats, that'd be perfect.
The
Beet
food or the
juice?
headphone?
Beet juice.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want.
Anything specific?
I want.
You said it with
if you
vegetables
can make it
and,
run on beets, carrots, and apple, so
Dude,
that
what do you have against vegetarians and animals? They're just
No.
like, you want to fucking run your fucking car on my
No.
fucking life source. So what are you going to do? Fucking eat steak in the meantime while
this
you're
is
running your
good for
car?
people because now you could drive without having to worry. You could stop, and now we could harvest.
When was the last time you grew a beet or a carrot?
That would be the new
next challenge.
generation. We plant fruits and veggies across the world, and our cars run on it. So you
He's
can drive.
gonna
anywhere.
be
You
promoting
just
the
you
bike
just stop
in a
on the
year.
side.
You're like, we
You
don't
grab
need
some
veg-
broccoli.
You got a bicycle. The Wright brothers were right all along.
The moped.
Bicycle.
Hey man, I'm just trying to think out the box.
How about mopeds on urine and the pee bin?
yes?
Pee-ban.
The pea
You know
bandits.
what?
That's how they bring the pea bandits out.
For
Bring 'em
emergency.
out, the rough riding pee bandits. Bring them out.
Just stop at
Oh,
a red light,
shit.
pissing in the gas tank.
Oh man,
This is how we do.
Oh man,
that's funny.
Speaking of pissing in the gas tank and not going to bathrooms in the right places, Andre the Giant used to take dumps in bathtubs because the fucking
Yes.
toilets,
Oh,
you know,
God. Yeah,
weren't
and not
made
just
for
in
that man.
Japan.
But yeah,
Exactly.
no,
Big
I
man.
watched that too, right? The
Yeah,
Giant.
man,
It
that
was
documentary
awesome.
is-
No,
yeah, it
Funniest
was
thing
awesome.
about
Come
that
on.
was when they mimicked him. Get out!
Yep. And I enjoyed that they spent like 2 minutes explaining about how ridiculous this man's farts were. You know what I mean? Where they were talking
Yeah.
about how
Yeah.
like
Well, and I like
Andre.
I liked Gene Okerlund was just like, really? Okay. Farts, and they were large.
Yeah,
Hogan
but if
was
you
one
haven't
of
seen
those.
that, man, watch the documentary on Andre the Giant, man. It's truly like one of
Yeah,
the
most
fucking-
interesting. What I found was actually his early athleticism in like
Oh, yeah.
the 70s
Back when he
and
was
stuff.
skinny and shit,
Yeah. Because I remember '80s Andre. You
What
know
was
what I'm
his
saying?
name again? The Fairy or what?
Yeah, John Ferry.
John
Ferry.
Ferry.
Yeah.
And they did the lumberjack character.
Yeah.
That was
The
interesting.
lumberjack fairy. I'm not gonna call him the fairy giant. I'm gonna call him his first name.
Yeah. But just a freak. And then the saddest part about it was he could have. Well, not. I mean, he was still gonna be dead. But whatever this giant thing. That
Gigantism, whatever.
He
was
was
diagnosed with, he could have slowed it down.
Yep.
You know.
Really?
years ago. And the
we-
thing was, he kind of like didn't want to take time off wrestling because he was
Yeah.
making the most money he's ever made at that point. And apparently, he was just over it. Of like, no, I'm gonna live with this and I'm gonna die with this. So
Yeah, and then taking care of his daughter.
Or, well, I guess
How old did he live to be?
I forget.
it
It wasn't
it
a
was
lot.
Yeah. He was not in his like the Hogan era of
60s?
60-year-old. I don't think he made it to 60. No.
Okay.
But how he had left everything to his daughter, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, and seeing like that was like the
How
private
much?
parts about him. Well, he had a nice little size acre, like like she's fine on her house. You know what I'm saying? Like she's
Yeah.
not gonna, she's the one who she can make some money producing beets and carrots and selling it.
Yes.
For real, man. She's got a whole
For the cars,
farm
but-
to herself. But and I'm sure she gets a cut of all the Andre merchandise and everything that's going on because he left his estate to her. So that's
Yeah.
unless she was dumb and sold off the rights to his likeness, then she should be doing all right.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Born 1946, died 1993. He was 53.
53. So.
He's right.
But yeah, oh my God, he was just huge. And like the surgeries on him and
Yep.
Dude,
it
and they
was-
were showing him holding like a can of beer, and it was like fucking
It was like a kid's
disc
Play-Doh.
in his hand.
Yeah.
It was just like
yeah, like a can of like a little Play-Doh.
Yeah.
It was.
It's like what the?
He was just a beast.
yeah.
And then
Speaking
talking
of
about,
beets and juice and shit like that, it was like a small can of V8 in his hand.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
yeah, but they said the ladies loved him. That was
Dude, I'd want to see his dick. Come on, I'm not saying I would do anything to it, but please, as a complete, heterosexual man, I'd be like,
It's a
yeah, let me
tumor.
see it.
See, but here's the
Let
other
me
part.
see it.
Here's where what I would start to wonder though.
I might take a jab at it. Yeah, man, I'm sure it was fine.
No, but this is this is the mystique and lore though, maybe because Vince kind of hinted towards it. Like I remember Andre, like I said, from my childhood and being 7'4", 500 pounds,
Yep.
and I think originally he was like 428 pounds. Like I think you know what I'm saying. If I remember, not according to the show, but I think to my childhood.
Yep.
So
And then seeing him like I realized he got bigger and he did physically look bigger, but then realizing that like, you know, they were like Hulk Hogan was 305, and then I saw like the wrestling sheets, he was really like 267, 270. So I was like, all right, well, how really big is Andre? You know what I'm saying? Because seeing him at like 10, 12 years old is way different than, you know what I'm saying? Like, because potentially, like,
seeing them.
Where's Paul White? Where's the Giant actually standing? I'm sure there's got to be some
comparison.
Hall
I like
of Fame
that thing
type.
when they talked about going over the top rope was Andre's thing.
Yeah,
so
the Big John Studd.
Yeah, because he beat the shit out of Big John Studd when he was like, you know, cranking his neck and shit like that.
You want to step over the ring?
Yeah, they said that he was he was your best friend if he liked you, but if he didn't like you, watch out. They said he hated Macho Man. And he would pull his fucking hair out and shit.
No, who was it?
Yeah,
I think he might have had a problem with the Iron Sheik too. Yep.
Like the story was the Iron Sheik. Hey, do you mind if I body slam you? Get out! Or oh no, it was the getting rubbed down in oil.
Oh
like,
no
oil.
Yeah, with the Macho Man. Yeah. If he didn't like you, he wouldn't go over the match. And I mean, the Hogan's part, you have to wonder how much truth Hulk Hogan really tells. So but his
Hogan
stories were like, you know, because he still had the notes, right? Or was that not the notes that he said he had?
I don't think he had them with him, but he said
he claimed to still have the notes.
But I mean,
and there was a piece of paper that they showed, a loose leaf piece of paper. You know,
that's funny though, just to think about Andre the Giant just beating the shit out of all these people that are famous now.
Yeah, man. But no, I feel you, and I feel like there's never a time where Hulk Hogan isn't working. Like, even though in court he said that there's a difference between Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan, I don't think in life there really is.
Yeah,
you know,
why
like,
did he fight so hard for that name then? Why is he? How come he's not? You know, but
when he's doing an interview, like you could tell he was just. He's still telling a story, whether
like there definitely was a passing of the torch at the WrestleMania.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The question is to like. I guess how like did Andre feel that at some point he had to do it, or was he reluctant to do it, or was he genuine in doing it? You know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because even the part of the story that Hulk's talking about, like, man, you know, I wrote down how the match should go, and then he just started doing it, and I'm like, well, I don't know.
But two parts. One,
I think it was a payout.
There's only so much that he could do.
Yeah, he's like, look, I'm dying.
Yeah. Two, what I found most interesting. Well,
that's
because what's the Hogan said?
Vince's father was pulled him offside. Like, here's a big payment plan.
It's the illest argument when you go to someone, you're like, listen, I'm dying, so we're gonna be like.
No, but here's how we're going to do this.
They knew, though. They kind of knew, you know.
I'm dying.
No. But he should have though, because he tried to go back in and say that, you know, they kind of did him wrong, you know, which I think everybody who when they first leave was just like, yo, Vince did me dirty.
Yep.
Vince did me dirty.
And I think Vince even had touched on that where he said he's just like, listen, it's hard to, you know, that fall from grace is never easy for anybody when, you know, they end up. It's not like the business turns back on them, but the business moves on, you know, and that's just is what it is, you know.
At some point, people are going to stop believing that you could beat everybody.
Yeah. You know, at one point, Stone Cold Steve Austin was the top of the mountain. He was the illest wrestler of all time, and you're just like, I don't remember when he went off TV and retired and stopped, but like eventually, then you know, John Cena comes into the spot and different, you know.
Well, his story, though, I
everyone
think
always passes the torch eventually, whether you want to or not. You're not going to be on top forever. So.
But now, I was going to say modern day real quick. Go ahead, finish what you were going to say. I had a modern day question.
No, I was just going to say, I agree that I think that's what Andre did at the end, where he just didn't want to accept, like, hey, I'm not the man anymore. You know? Which is normal human response.
Footage of him after, like, his last match, and he had, like, he finally decided to get both knee surgery. He comes out, and he's just like, I'm going to be back. And it's just like, nah, dude, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, you know, he was wearing, like, you know, like the great-grandpa plaid.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, no, dude, you're not
it's not working anymore.
You have two.
It looks like you're wearing bandages when you come out.
Well, even they were saying at the end, like, he was either holding his opponent or the ropes at all time in a match. You just think about that. That's not even enjoyable to watch. So,
well, remember the old Jake the Snake matches? I think they used, and I think maybe he did have a fear of Snake. Yeah, but I think he was so out of shape at the time that's when it was clear he was using the using the ring and stuff.
And that's when he would like sit on Jake the Snake for real. Like he was like sitting on him. And
I saw him like he was doing ass to face to Macho Man.
Yeah,
he's just smacking. This is for you, Elizabeth.
Man, that's funny.
But so let me ask you real quick. Let's get into modern day real quick. Who do you think is Lesnar around? Is he going to be the torch? Is somebody's going to who's going to pass the torch next? Is it
Ronda.
Cena has to do it? You know, who's passing the
Who's passing the torch from?
They tried
the men's game is up for grabs, no?
The men's game is definitely up for grabs. Like, they tried to pass it to Roman Reigns, and people did not.
The people rejected it.
Yeah, people rejected Roman Reigns. So, regardless of how much they try that, like, I was at Backlash, the last pay-per-view 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. You said, what was that?
Bro, people walked out of the main event because it was Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. Now, Samoa Joe is dope, and Roman Reigns is not a bad wrestler, but there's the championship match of Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. That shit goes on like fourth. Yeah. So right there, you know Roman Reigns is going on last. And people are just like, stop already. Yeah. We don't want to watch Roman Reigns. You know what I mean?
Goldust? Is he still doing it?
He's mad. He's still mad, though.
You should throw it in with him then. He's a mean heel crook. Give it to him. Let him be the
There's something over him, though. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Goldust has been touched. And he's just
Is he still young? How old is he?
No, he's got to be close to 50.
Got to be close to. He's up there.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, he was fighting with fucking Roddy Piper.
That's why they should do Goldust Ronda. Bring it back.
Well, I don't know if Ronda needs any help though, but
speaking of Ronda though, she they had the big NBC upfronts where they basically take your TV show and show it to NBC executives and all that in New York today, and Ronda Rousey was announced that she has a title shot for next month, Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So that'll be interesting to see if they go with Ronda so quick. If they're just like, hey man, we got Ronda Rousey, now she's our champion, and see.
But you know what though?
Ride it that fast or what?
Yeah, because didn't they reintroduce the Well, okay, I see the title shot, maybe carrying the belt. I don't think you give it to her right away, but I say you give her a title shot.
Going against?
Charlotte Flair, right?
No, Nia Jax now. Because Charlotte Flair, she actually popped a breast implant.
Oh, really?
Had to go for some surgery. Yeah.
Because they brought back the women.
It's always something. Yeah, no, I was gonna tell you. Look up behind you.
The birds. Superman, where are you?
Man.
But no, they brought back the...
is that paid for when they get hurt in the job like that?
What do you mean?
She popped a titty, so WWF got to pay. WWE got to pay for it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll cover it. We get attacked by owls out
here.
But
I think they brought back the Four Horsemen for women, didn't they?
So
what I can see happening though is maybe Ronda taking on the Four Horsemen, kind of stopping her. So Ronda gets her title shot, and someone from the Four Horsemen. So she has to kind of go through the Horsemen first. Yeah. By that time, somebody in the Horsemen has the title shot.
Who was that one that did the 7-year itch?
Billy Kidman.
And who was the other person that was in the group?
Raven, the Flock.
Yeah, the Flock. There you go.
Flock of Zulu.
Actually,
but I figure, and on what you're saying, and as they always say in wrestling, the money's in the chase.
Yeah.
So that's for me. That's what it would be too.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
That was just $1 million idea, no?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to have her run through. You know what I mean?
But you know what I'm saying. You have her go through the Horsemen. You know what I'm saying? But she's still trying to get the title shot, but they interfere. It's no different. It's a modern day Shield, right? Well, Horsemen were around forever, right?
That's a good idea.
Horseman fans, no? A long time Horseman fan. I
definitely
loved them. You know what
I'm saying? I enjoy that. Nobody
Anderson
ever held the 4 strong. It was always a weak 4. It was always a. It's there. It's never.
Yeah, there was some few moments. So, Mongo McMichael was like proud of it. I think towards the end when he realized he was a falling joke, he was just like, I don't get the money unless but.
It was weird too how many eventual members were in the 4 Horsemen where it ended up being like the 40 Horsemen. He was like, there's a lot of fucking people that are in the 4 Horsemen.
Man.
But I still think though, personally though, I think definitely one of the greatest factions. NWO was all right, but the DX I think I would rate greater than NWO. I thought that whole thing was
Degeneration X.
But I think we'd have to give it to the Horsemen first.
True.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wrestling news.
Out there, if you don't like wrestling, just remember everything else is fake as well.
Yes.
So if you're one of those people
your food, your politics.
So when somebody dies on Game of Thrones and you take work off the next day, just remember it's fake.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you want to talk some shit about wrestling, give us a call, 203-941-0045. This is episode 19. We're at an hour and 8 minutes.
The ticket.
Oh, wow. So if you know who the P Bandit is, 203-941-0045.
Exactly. Listen, we really need some help this week. If you know who the P Bandit is, if you know if it's really safe to do heroin in New York, if you know who's getting the next,
not even asking for a friend.
Exactly.
No, and it's not.
And if you like the show, obviously, leave a comment down below.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
share,
Yes.
tell a friend, tell an enemy,
Telephone.
tell a phone.
203-941-0045.
203-941-0045. Like I said, you can call
That's right.
or text. It's free, of course, never charging.
Go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
Dustin Gold Dust is 49 years old.
Gold Dust is 49.
Go dog, then I die dog. Hey y'all, we keep
Doggy
it
doo-doo.
receiving. This is what we do. We enjoy the show. Hope you did too.
Episode 19,
For
we
the
out
kids.
this bionk.